Good for time? We're recording?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the City of Parker Council meeting for the 15th of September. If everybody would please stand for the invocation.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together today. As we embark in this meeting, may our thoughts and discussions be guided by your light. Help us to reflect on the call to deepen our Christian life. May our shared experiences serve as a reminder of your goodness and in God's love. In Jesus' name, amen.
So mote it be. Brother Chapel.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. It's nice to see a few people show up. Would you call the roll, please, Madam Clerk?
Yes, sir. Ms. Barrow? Here. Ms. Waterford? Here. Mr. Chapel?
Here.
Mr. Haney? Here. Mayor Kelly?
Yes, here. Thank you, ma'am. Before we start with the regular agenda, item 3 will be tabled, and we don't have a date or time at this time of when it will be heard, but it will be tabled for tonight. There's a few more things that need to be resolved on it. So, before we start with the regular agenda, the first thing I should tell you is anybody that would like to come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, you may do so, and discuss anything you'd like to talk about that's not on the agenda.
Anna Marie Morris, 129 North Lakewood Drive. I have 3 events I want to discuss this evening. The first one's coming up this coming Saturday. We're having a benefit motorcycle run out of the V. It's called Santa for Sims. And all day long, there's going to be activities at the V. We have a 50-50 raffle that's going to go on. And there's silent auction and raffle baskets and food. So that's this coming Saturday. And then the 27th, there's going to be a fundraiser at the V for Sasha, and it's going to be motorcycle kind of theme. They're going to have a motorcycle wash, and Captain Table is going to come do a fish fry. So please come out and help with Miss Sasha's medical expenses. I don't know anything about her situation, but we want to help. Last thing is Halloween. So we're going to do our trunk or treat October 31st, 4 to 6:30.
Thank you, ma'am. What was the second date that you gave us for the fish fry? 27th, okay.
Last Saturday of the month.
Yeah. Okay, very good. First item will be approval of the minutes, ladies and gentlemen, September the 2nd. Should be in your packet.
I make a motion that we approve them as presented.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. Madam, would you call the clerk? Would you call the roll?
Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Ms. Waterford? Yes. Mr. Chapel?
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
Yes.
Mayor Kelly?
Yes, thank you. Second item is the second reading and possible adoption of ordinance 428. Mr. Sloan.
Yes, sir, and I just want to say that I had done an update based upon the comments of the council, and for whatever reason, either
Yes, sir.
it didn't make it into the packet. It may have been me or whatever, but based on what the council had said at the last meeting, I added after the word pier, city boat ramps into the ordinance, and then picked up an absent rule.
Very good.
Point. So the final version would have that material, but this is an ordinance that the council had requested to have the parks open from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. It's modifying the closure date, which I believe in the current version is 11.
It's going to be 10 now, isn't it?
It'll be 10.
Yeah.
So, and it'll accept the fishing pier and the city boat ramp. So with those modifications, I would recommend that the council consider a second reading and adoption.
Can you clarify a little bit on section A of this? It says no camper, tent, trailer, mobile home, or similar facility for well, that excludes boat trailers, I'm assuming.
For temporary living, yes, sir, unless you.
In other words, you can't put your camper down there like they have a problem with it now, you know.
Understood.
I make a motion we have a second reading.
First and second, call roll.
Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Ms. Botiford? Yes. Mr. Chapel?
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
Yes.
Mayor Kelly?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2025-428, an ordinance of the City of Parker, Florida, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Parker, ordinance number 2010-349 is amended, amending certain provisions of Chapter 54 of the Code of Ordinances related to hours of park use, providing a mechanism for the correction of scrivener's errors, providing for the liberal construction of this ordinance, providing for codification and repealer clauses, and providing for an effective date.
I make a motion to adopt.
Call the roll, please.
Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Ms. Botiford? Yes. Mr. Chapel?
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
Yes.
And Mayor Kelly?
Thank you, yes. Thank you, council. This was very needed because it made it difficult for the police to enforce the problems we have down there with the law because it was not really clear and it's been needed to be fixed for a long time and it's clear now. Okay, the permitting process policy approval. Mr. Sloan, it's got your
Yes,
name
sir.
on it.
The legislature, in their infinite wisdom again, is getting into city business, and they're mandating certain things relative to things that the cities have to pass by certain dates. This is one of them. There are a number of things they did in the last legislative session that will be coming before the council at some point in time. But anyway, this House Bill 551, which was then codified in a couple of different sections of the Florida statutes, including Section 553.7932, requires the city to adopt a policy relative to how it processes fire alarm system projects and of an application to determine whether or not the application is complete. And it's kind of an interesting law. The city cannot request a copy of the permit or the plans to be submitted at the time the application is submitted, which I think is,
Backwards.
yeah. I don't understand.
That doesn't make
why
sense.
those would not be part of the permit application, but it is specifically excluded in the House bill where it says that the local enforcement agency may not require additional plans, reviews, or documentation of areas or devices outside the scope of permitted work. And that's talking about the application. And then in the permit application itself, it says that that application does not include the plans and specifications, which, again, I don't understand why they would mandate that, but anyhow, that's what the statute's talking about. So that I would recommend that the city just adopt this simplified permitting process policy as is required by statute, which has to be done by October the 1st.
That was a good time, right?
And then you've complied with the statute.
Well, I didn't get a copy of what you got.
I got this emailed to me, I don't know.
Well, I've been looking for that there.
You don't
Maybe
have,
it is, okay.
Did you find it?
In this one, yeah, it wasn't in the other one.
oh, the one thing I will point, did you find it, Ms. Barrow?
No, I did.
Yeah.
It's in
One
the
thing I will
updated
point
one.
out, the legislature was kind enough to put in here that a local government that fails to meet the deadline under subsection 3, which is the processing of the application, must, or subsection 4, must refund the permit fee by 10% for each business day after such failure. So they're very short windows once you determine that the application is complete, and so you've got 2 business days after submission of a completed application to approve the application, and then you have a certain period of time within which to do an inspection, which is 3 business days after the inspection is requested. So we're gonna need to make sure our contracted company, EPCI, is up to speed on those short
Well, I
time
think
frames.
our main problem is getting everything organized here to get it to there and then have their time to get back to us or whatever it has to do. So, it's just been that's where the process has been held up. What I'm seeing is here.
Well, regardless of any shortfalls, we still have to pass the ordinance
What's
Well,
on
I'm not
to make
saying
it
I am,
compliant
I
with the
just-
state statute.
I just, you know,
But I don't disagree. I agree with you
I mean,
completely.
this needs to be on every one of them's desk if it goes through tonight to know what, to get the job done.
Probably ought to hand carry a copy down to EPCI. They've got to be aware because every city would have had to have adopted the same thing.
I can tell you, Mayor, I had a conversation with an EPCI representative on a different city, and they have approved a similar policy. So they're aware of it, but now
They know
they're in
it.
a different boat than Parker is, because they actually have a EPCI representative. sitting
Okay,
in-
I know what you're talking about now. Yep.
Okay, so we need a motion to adopt this?
We need,
Adopted as a policy.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I make the motion.
we have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a second. Madam Clerk, will you call a roll?
Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Ms. Botiford? Yes. Mr. Chapel?
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
No.
And Mayor Kelly.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you, council. There are no other items on the agenda other than, council, you'll see under the mandated training that we take every year. It's going to be offered, if I'm understanding this correctly, on October the 15th from 10 a.m. to 3:30. There'll probably be a lunch break in there. There generally is an hour. It'll be a online training class for CEUs for us that we're required to have. You're not required to take it here, but you are required to take it. I'm going to take it in this room, as I've always done. And you're welcome, if you wish, let Miss Bundy know if you want to take it here with us. Normally, you sit down at this desk and or wherever you want to sit so you can see the screen. And it starts at pretty promptly, and it's a briefing from attorneys on ethics and different things that occurred throughout the state that will enable you to understand what the ethics rules are. Or you can do it at another location. Yes, ma'am.
We need to do it too, so I would like to know the address.
We can do that. Okay. Is it required for you guys? Is it? Then you're welcome to come here and take it with us if you like. Well, you'd rather do it at home? It's easier when the test at the end is easier if we're all together because you're allowed to discuss it amongst yourselves.
It's
Some of you might need help, but I think I'll be all right.
It's 4 hours of the same stuff they've done for the past
All the
8
time,
years.
that's why I can listen.
That's where that test is so easy. So you can take it home by all means. And Mr. Rega, anybody in your group you think want to sit here with us?
I'm gonna do it here.
You gonna do it with us, Tanya? Here? Okay, very good.
I'll
Don't
ask,
get
but I know I
distracted
would
so
like
much.
to, so,
You would?
yeah, I can.
So it's customary as a newcomer that you pick up breakfast that morning.
What's that?
Well, it starts at 10, so if you can pick it up and be here by, say, 9:15, and we will have breakfast together and a visit before we get started.
Things at ham?
Yeah. But anyway, guys, it's, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be, Miss Bundy's got it lined up, October the 15th, 2015, 10 o'clock. And it'll be over by 3:30, and you'll be dead by 11 o'clock because it's the driest, worst, unreading, and boring piece, you know. So, just let you know that.
Well, every now and then they slip something new in. You gotta catch that.
The only thing I've seen change in the last 6 years has been the date. That's all I've seen changed. The lawyers
You must
changed.
not be listening very well.
Well, the last time I did it by myself in here, and it was the worst time ever. You know,
I
I
bet you went to
vacuumed,
sleep.
I wiped everything down while I was listening. I did all of that, and then I kept thinking, God, eventually somebody's going to show up and talk to me. Now I know what it'd be like to do prison time. Torture prison time. Anyway, Ron, you got the floor if you have anything you'd like to talk about.
No, other than, we're still having the, yard sales, second Saturday of the month. This past yard sale, we had more vendors show up, but not quite as many people show up. And, the only other thing is that for, Halloween, there's, several different locations here in Parker are having Halloween parties. So, there shouldn't be any reason why the kids can't get their candy baskets full. Cause there's, like I say, I know of at least 3 different areas right here in the little city that are gonna be giving out candy and prizes and stuff like that, so. Y'all are welcome to bring your kids, your grandkids, or even grown-ups that think they're kids, come on out to them. That's it.
Mr. Haney?
Yes, sir, I do. I've got a concern. It's about the imaginary bait shop that's in, at the end of Oak Shore Drive. There's been no advances, nothing as far as getting that up and running. I understand that there might be a complaint to the state. I think it'd be in our best interest to consider having Mr. Buckles to remove that building before it comes into a bigger problem. It's been sitting vacant. I mean, sure, everybody's went by there and seen there's no activity, nothing going on. And what I understand, that's not even our city property. It's actually leased property from the state. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So, I guess I can answer your question. We received a complaint stating that the potential bait house was not on City of Parker property. So I called the state and talked to several people, but the last person I spoke to told me that he would send me a copy of the aerial map specific to the property because it's unclear exactly what we own opposed to what the state owns. Mr. Richardson. And I have not got back with him on that. I did notice recently that one of the windows was broken in the bait house already down there if you looked. What I'd like to do is put it on the agenda, invite Mr. Buchholz for some guidance. Initially we voted to put it there and the money was spent. So I would like the council to vote on if you wish to continue or not continue. Mr. Sloan gave us a contract that he signed, and I think we're required to give 30 days. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to look and see. But we'll have to find out specifically what the law is. I have never heard back from the state of Florida. Now, after this, Mr. Haney, tomorrow morning I'll probably get 9 calls from the governor's office because people sitting listening to this videotape and in this room will call and complain to the governor. So, and that's okay. But I think that I think you're right. I think that's probably what we should do.
Well, if he's allowed to, if it actually turns out to be city property, what would happen if, say, Billy Bob down the street's got a bait shop he wants to put in on? Would he be allowed the same kind of treatment as what Mr. Buckles got?
It would be much the same as anything else the city does business with. You'd have to bid it. We'd have to bid out who was going to
Well,
get
it means
this.
that the one that's there already should have been bid out, should have been out for bid.
Well, it was kind of like anything else we do in the city for the first time. It was unexplored.
I think we probably should have explored it a little deeper than what.
So what do you want me to do, sir? You want me to have it removed?
I think it'd be wise before you get a broken window,
Okay.
jumps in there. and
Council,
gets
can we have some conversation on this and a motion? Or what you want me to do?
I go down that pier quite often, and the people I talk to that are fishing down there, they would like to have that bait shop. And they thought it was a great idea of having it down there. In fact, last time I talked to some people about it, they was wanting to know when it was gonna open, because they said that the building's been there for a couple of months or so,
Right.
and it didn't seem like there was any progress going. So the fishermen down there, they want it open. They wanna be able to get their bait and their, if they're gonna have ice down there and drinks and stuff like that, I had no negative person saying, no, we don't want it. Everybody said you wanted it, so.
Okay.
Well, it's nice to want something, but, you know, if somebody tries to crawl in that window, cuts himself, bleeds out, is that a city responsibility is that a liability for the city?
I don't know, you could argue the same thing about the people that set the bathrooms on fire. If they burn themselves in the bathroom, will we be liable? It's the same difference.
No, it's.
We dig a hole, we burn documents we don't want, and that
because-
night the kid jumps in the fire, and then it's our responsibility, it just is.
Well, that's not city property. That bait shop is not city property.
Right,
It's an individual's property that he's put on city property.
right.
So where's the liability fall on?
Mr.
us,
Sloan?
or-
Well, in today's world, of course, people sue for everybody for everything. So
Exactly.
I can't say that the city would not be sued. Whether liability would attach is a different story. But I will tell you, Mr. Haney, that if the state's got a concern about it, then the city should be very conservative how it approaches that concern.
Well, I think that we need to go ahead and follow through and find out from the state, so we know for ourselves what we own down there and what we don't own. I would like something stated from them, and then we go from there.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I think Mr. Bucco should go down there and secure that building, even if it's to put boards over the windows or something, or move it, or, I mean, whatever. We need to know what the state, exactly from the state.
What if the state fines the city of Parker for that building being on leased property? Who's gonna pay that fine?
Well,
Well, they need to,
they'd give us a letter
let us
first.
know first before they can start fining us, and they haven't, I mean, then they ain't no fine's been said. We just need to find out from the state. If they got an aerial view and gonna show us where we own it, I think that's an asset for us, because we need to know.
Okay, I will follow through with that in the next, not this week, I got way too much on my plate, but very soon I'll follow through.
That he might need to take care of that broken window.
Kate, you got anything? I mean, about this? Nothing?
I'd like to make a motion that he just remove that from that property. I'd like to make a motion for that right now. I don't know if
Okay.
Anybody wants to second that?
So we have a motion on the floor. Does anybody want a second that be removed?
Well,
Do you want me to do you want me to finish with the state? Tell me what you want me to do.
I think we need to finish with the state first, find out exactly what it is that we do own, and then I think we need to give him some type of period, like you have so many days to get started on it, because all he's done is just put the building there. I think we need to give him a certain amount of days, he needs to at least get started, it's no
Well,
different.
no,
than-
he put more than just the building there, if I'm not
It's tied
mistaken.
to
He
water,
ran,
it's tied to electricity.
great, he paid for all of that.
And that's what I'm saying, I mean, it's no different than getting a development order for something, you have so many days before you
Right.
have to get work started, so.
So anyway, the motion's on the floor. Is it gonna die on the vine, or we're gonna have a second?
I'll second. Sorry.
Who said?
Okay, dies on the vine. Anything else? Miss Barrow? Nothing? Anything? Nothing?
No, Chuck's 50th high school reunion's coming up.
Oh, very good.
Exciting.
Your second high school reunion?
No, his 50th.
Oh, I thought you said it was your second.
No, I'm
Um,
not going back there.
I did mention to everybody a couple weeks ago that someone decided to set the bathroom on fire. And it's okay, it wasn't too bad, but nevertheless, fire's fire. And I'm very pleased to report to you that the CCTV system, with expansion and another machine, was able to identify the people that did it. And if they haven't had a surprise, we have a surprise for you. So, any surprises yet, Chief? Or are we waiting for them to turn themselves in? Or unless you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
Their warrants have been applied.
Okay.
They're out.
So, fellas, if you're watching me talking right now, tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, be a good time to show up at the police station and turn yourself in because the warrants are being applied. And that means you're going to be arrested.
One of them's already on probation.
I can't wait.
He was out past curfew, so.
I can't wait.
Another charge.
I can't wait till you hook them up. I'm really, really, really pleased. We worked so hard for what we got, and set it on fire. You can sit in a cell for all I care. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Appreciate you coming.